Alright, HadesOmega here. So I'm making a kind of gear review and ADV rider tip. So some of you may be wondering like what kind of gear that I ride with to carry my luggage when I'm adventure riding. And I'm going to go show you today. So right here I got my Wolfman Dry Duffel. This is the meat and potatoes of the luggage. So it's a Wolfman Dry Duffel. And there's a lot of different you can get a lot of different kind of dry duffel bags like this. I used to have a first gear one, and I didn't like it. It was okay though, and I think even Built sells them now. There's a whole bunch of people you can buy, but I like the Wolfman brand. Wolfman brand's great. So this is the large Wolfman Dry Duffel. They sell them in different sizes. There's like a small, medium, and large. And this one I think is the large. I think there's an extra large. It's like super big. I think it's too big for this, but the important thing to do when you're looking for a duffel bag to put your gear in is to buy one that's a little bigger than what you need, because you can always put less stuff in it. You know, you can always put less stuff in it. So I went and got the large. I thought the large was good, and it fits perfectly on my rack here. Let's see what it looks like on the rack. And yes, I really hate riding with this thing, but you know, it's adventure riding, and that's what you do. The bike handle's totally different with it on there. But anyway, yeah. So my bike has my DR650 has the old barbecue rack on it. I might as well talk to you about it real quick. So this is one of the old DR650 barbecue racks that you can get on eBay. I still think you can get them someplace, but the original seller doesn't sell them anymore. And I actually broke this in Baja. It broke it broke here, I think. There's these little tubes that hold it up, and it broke. It cracked. It cracked it. So what I had it done is I made it like a one-piece dealie. Instead of like just having the tubes here, I had it welded to make it one piece. So the fitment's a little tough. I try not to take it off, and then I had some gusset plates welded onto it by a dude in Mule. It's awesome. I paid $20 to have this welded, but yeah, he just tacked welded a bunch of gusset plates to it, and now it's like uber strong. And I like this because it protects the turn signals. Anyway, so that's what my duffel bag sits on, and it fits perfectly on the barbecue rack. See, so I don't have to worry about it like getting hit or anything. So I'll just show you my luggage setup here. So the Wolfman Dry Duffel comes with these kind of tie-down straps. They're kind of like rock straps, sort of, without the bungees. And actually, I really like these. These are good. It's kind of a pain in the ass to get into this bag. But yeah, I like the Wolfman stuff. It's like kind of like a raincoat material, and it's never let me down. It's very tough, and it's waterproof. Your stuff will not get dirty, dusty, or wet if it's inside here. So let me show you what's in here real quick. I won't go too deep into it, but this has got it's got most of my my loadout. What I usually put in a duffel bag is, since it's kind of hard to take stuff out, because as you see that I have to undo this, so I have to undo this, I have to undo this, and then I have to unroll it, and then it's a long process. And then if you got something on top of the duffel bag, it makes it even longer. So basically, what's in here is my camping stuff. The stuff I don't need like right away. So all the water bottles and stuff not in here. Yeah, it's just like, so I got like sleeping bag, tent is in here, sleeping mat. Stuff I wouldn't use until I set up camp. Clothing, like I got like underwear and stuff all lined along the bottom. I tried to put all the soft stuff. I put my laptop in here, but I try to keep it in the middle, so yeah, so that's it. That's what's in there right now. it's not, and I'm telling you right now, it's not max. It's not filled to the max. You can still put more stuff in this. Okay, so the way it works is you just close the top and then you roll it a couple times. So I got about 3 on this one, depending on how much stuff it is, and you just clip it on the sides here, and then they all have these kind of cinch down straps here, so you can. It's totally adjustable. Lots of adjustability with this bag. That's what I like it. Tighten it. So you just do that on both sides, and then there's these ones that go across the top here to help cinch down your stuff some more. So like there's multiple systems to keep your stuff secure, which is good. But it's kind of a pain in the ass. But as you can see, it's all highly adjustable, so you can put different amounts of stuff. And the important thing is yes, your stuff when you're riding, particularly when you're riding off road, your bike is like bumping around all over the place. It's the tail is flapping around everywhere. You can't have this stuff loose. It has to be tight and on the bike, or else it will destroy itself. It'll destroy something. It'll destroy something in there, something on your bike. I've had it happen many times, so I know very well you have to have your stuff secured tightly. So you don't want it flopping around at all. So that's why you got to tighten these cinch straps as much as possible. Once the top part is tight, this also comes with a strap you can put over here. You can put it right here and it holds it. And then you have the tie down straps. So you just want to loosen these so you can see why it takes a while to kind of get this stuff on there. That's the one thing I dislike about this. It takes a while to get to your stuff. I haven't really tried the giant loop stuff, but this was what works for me. So basically, you run these through the D-rings here, and the bottom has 1 D-ring, and the top has 2 D-rings. Just put it through there. You just put this out of the way, or you can use this Velcro thing to get it to the other one. So you just and then the other side is similar. Just put it through the double D-rings here. Triple D-rings actually. It's all the way through. So what this does is it keeps the bag from wanting to flop off the rack. So let me go do both of them again. The other side. All right, there it is. It's on the bike. So yeah, so you've seen my bike many times, and this is what I'm riding with. So it's on there. It's very tight. Not this side though. I guess I have to tighten that. So it's important to every once in a while to tighten the straps because they like to work themselves loose, or stuff likes to move around in there. So there. So see, it's very tight. It's not going anywhere. If it gets hit here, it's not going anywhere because the D-rings keep it from moving side to side. That's what I love about this bag. It's very simple, but it's very it's definitely made for tough off-road. I've had this bag for about 2 years now, and I take it everywhere on all my adventure rides. Also, you can strap another backpack to it. So this is kind of a new piece of gear I have with me. It's a back. I used to have a Camelback mother load, and this is just something. I wanted a smaller backpack that I could get the stuff more easily. But yeah, usually this sits back here, kind of like a passenger. And then the way I have set it up right now is there's rock straps here, and the rock straps. There it goes. And the rock straps are tied to the D-rings. So I'll go show you how I got that set up. Alright, there it is. So it's on there. So what I like about this bag is that I can easily access stuff. Like if I wanted to get to my water bottle, which I don't have in here right now, but all I have to do is go here. There's like pockets here you can get to easily, and there's cinch down straps to keep it from flopping around, like I said. You can have, there's ways to attach it to the rack with these carabiners. I can get to here. This is where I probably put, right, I got like a battery charger and a beanie in here, and here I got it's kind of hard to get to, but just some sunglasses, my goggles here. This is kind of like some JB Weld here. So easy to get to stuff. And you can put some snacks in here, some little tools that you need to get to right away. So yeah, that's how I set it up. And it's important to like not, if you put a lot of stuff in this and like sticks out a lot, it's gonna get in the way of your when you sit down. So right now it's almost like I'm riding two up. so like if I want to stand up or sit down, I don't have a whole bunch of space to move along the bike. But yeah, so there you go. That's HadesOmega setup. So like the rock straps are right here, and then there's a separate bungee cord that goes around here, connects to the D-rings here, and that's it. It's on there. You can see it's a very it's not going anywhere. Everything is very solid on this bike. So there it is. That's my little. That's kind of like my gear loadout. I will do a separate video on my my tank panniers sometime. I'll show you how I made them. Yeah. So I can't say any more that the Wolfman Duffel is an awesome piece of adventure gear. It's not super cheap, but it's not super expensive. It's much cheaper than like a giant loop or Moscow bags, and it's just as tough. It's not as convenient, but I got this for I think around $100. $100, maybe less, and it holds a ton of stuff. But yeah, it holds a ton of stuff. You can put a lot of stuff. If you don't need to put a lot of stuff in it, you can always roll it up more. The important thing is to keep it tied down really tight, and that's how I do it. Also, I never explained how the tie down straps work. It's got these quick connects here, and then it's kind of like a lanyard loop. You just stick it in there, and then you push it up into itself, and it holds itself there. And this is actually my second set of straps. I ordered a second set of straps through Wolfman because I thought the other ones were getting kind of old and they're like kind of getting frayed, so I bought some new ones. So I have a spare set of straps that are not in the best of shape, but yeah, that's the only thing I've had to replace on this. Also, there's like a hole on the bottom. There's a hole on the bottom of this. I sealed it with some Gorilla Tape because I guess it was rubbing on something on the rack. So that's another thing you want to be careful with. If you put something like solid on the bottom, really solid. I try to put only soft stuff in here, like clothing and stuff and sleeping bags, because like it may when the bike rubs on your rack, it'll make a hole in the bag. So to keep that from happening, don't put anything solid on the bottom of the bag, and try to keep the solid stuff in the middle so it doesn't get bounced around too much. But there it is. That's set up. See, this is pretty stable. I have not tried this yet on a ride. It's still super clean and brand new. I'm going to try it out in Baja. But my mother load, my Camelback mother load, was a good backpack, but it was just hard to get the stuff in there. But yeah, I mean, when I dump the bike, it stays on there, so I like it. So there it is. That's a Wolfman Duffel rear rack setup. HadesOmega out. Oh yeah, I also wanted to point out, this is where I put my I did a video about my windscreen, but yeah, this when I take the windscreen off, I put it on top of the duffel bag here, and I netted onto this. So there's straps here and stuff. I put the hooks on either the rack or the Wolfman Duffel, and try to be careful like when you're sticking like stuff on this. That's why I use plastic. That's why I used to use plastic kind of coated bungee cords. So they don't break, so they don't scratch a hole in it. But yeah, so yeah, it'll be netted up here, and then I would like attach it with the carabiners clips. So it'll so yeah, go check out my video on my windscreen if you're interested in how I attach it to this. But it would just sit on top of this basically, and I net it down. HadesOmega out.